Good morning, everybody. We are back. It's like we have a full house today. We have Shakes. We haven't seen Shakes for so long. And we have Tabinho, the Pacania. Okay. Pagachuchu, we have Saddam Maake. And then Tabinho is not here, or Tabiki is not here. I think it's load shedding. And G-Man is also not here. I think it's load shedding. But nevertheless, let's get started. Saddam, let me just start by greeting you, greet the viewers before you announce your trip. Welcome, Saddam.
Thanks, comrades and Shakes and Thabo. It's nice to see all of us here. Hello, Bagania. We never see you for a long time. I'm talking about comrade Thabo.
It's nice to see you. They're not out today. And then yeah, I'm Shage. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you after a long time. Can you kindly greet the viewers?
Thanks for having me on the show, Saubrey. It's been a long time, man. It's good to be back. And greetings to all our viewers. It's good to be back.
How's Sihle doing?
He's doing well, Saubrey. He's doing well. They played against Bafana Bafana this weekend, and they drew 2-2, and it's a team where they're supposed to collect points because under 15, so they were supposed to collect points. They did well. They collected points against Sundowns, and they drew against Chiefs. And Chiefs is a very tough team in the under 15 GDE league, so they did well there, but they drew against Cosmos.
Good. I see your friend, his son, is doing well. Samuel is doing well at Kaizer Chiefs. He stabilized that midfield. Tabinho, Pella, this is the only Brazilian that we have here in South Africa. Tabinho, welcome to the show. Pagachuchu, tell us how are you doing? Just greet the viewers.
Thank you, and greetings to the viewers. Doing fine. Just enjoying football. Regardless of what you're going through, load shedding. We sometimes miss games because of load shedding, but at least we are able to catch up on our repeats. But other than that, I'm perfectly fine. Looking forward to the show.
All right, Saddam. What is the plan today? As you normally do things, you as Kaizer Chiefs, you always have your plans. What is happening? Any trip that is planned for the next game, as I've shown on the screen here, if you can tell the viewers what's happening.
Yeah, thanks, comrade. As you know that we're playing Chippa United on the 27th Thursday at Mandela Bay Stadium. All the Chiefs supporters we are willing to go there. Remember, it's a long weekend. So Tembisa Branch will be leaving at Tembisa Stores in BP Garage, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Everybody who around Tembisa will have to join us. Deadline is at 12 o'clock for paying the cheap 1,000 return. But what I know is the transport organizer told us it's full booked, but we still have something to do for the because we don't want to leave anyone behind. And in Google today, they informed me they are also coming as you got the Tokoza branch. All the branches are going down there for long weekend. We have to support our team, especially on this point in time while they need us.
All right. Let's move on, Saddam. I'll come back to you. I'll talk to you after the show, so that we see what are the other issues that we need to talk about. Let me share other news, guys. I've got the news that Floyd Mbele has left Orlando Pirates, and then we have not been given the news. I hear, Tabinho, that there's been an official statement. I haven't received that. I'm sure it's for personal reasons. Did they give the reasons why he left, Tabinho?
No, it was just an amicable, agreement.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, I'm so happy with Marumo Gallants that bring us very proud. I'm always more concerned about us being felt in Africa. We need not to be treated like minnows. I'm happy with Marumo Gallants. I'm happy with Mamelodi Sundowns. They're doing exceptionally well. And then over the weekend, we'll be talking about that a little bit later. Sundowns has made us very proud. And then they just won emphatically. And then the other team, I'll try to see, can I do a special show with these guys, Bafana Bafana players. Remember when these guys bought their team, we were a little bit worried what's going to happen. People are buying teams and so on. And they were beefing up the squad. Here they've beaten Saddam Maake. In other words, they've collected about 6 points from Kaizer Chiefs. So this is a team that is doing exceptionally well. There are so many news that are happening in football. And then I don't know whether you are aware that La Liga, they've decided to change their logo. They are going to have a new logo because they've gone into partnership with EA Sports. I'm sure you know about that, EA Sports. And then the Sundowns, if I'm not mistaken, they're the only team in South Africa who have that relationship with EA Sports. So they've come up with a new logo, which I don't know whether people like it or not. I don't know. I don't have a problem. I got this news from the young man who's doing his podcast in, I don't know whether he's in Spain, but I suspect he's in Spain. He calls his YouTube channel FCB, Barcelona Sports News. So those are the partnership with EA Sports. And as I say, in South Africa, we have that with Mamelodi Sundowns. And then apparently the logo is going to look like this, the new logo. I don't know what's your take, but my understanding, each and every company and evolve each and every company. For instance, us as the Big R who have changed. We used to call ourselves the Big R Solutions. Now we are TBR Solutions because, you know, in business, you have to always reposition yourself. You always have to change and tell us what's happening. Guys, the big one is still coming, and I'm going to touch on that one, the Nedbank Cup, and then I also want you to talk about that, although we are going to talk about that a little bit later, especially next week. This is a very, very exciting one. Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, and then we also have Stellenbosch and Skukune United, Babina Noko. So those are some of the news. And the other thing that I would like to share with you quickly is the issue around the players on yellow cards. Because sometimes we see players not being sure, not playing, and we ask questions, why this one is not playing, but we don't do a thorough research or get information like Saddam used to say. They get all the information from the team of who's on suspension, who's dead, so they understand. So PSL, they share this news with us so that we can be able to share with you out there. So now let me share so that you can check the yellow cards and suspension. Where do we start? I see this one. Okay, let's start with this one. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Can you see this one? These are the players on suspension. Thabo Ramohapi, if you don't see Thabo Ramohapi not playing, so don't be
sorry. Leadership, the file is not open. Open the file.
It's not open. All right.
No.
Let's see. No, I opened the wrong one. Okay. Yeah. As I was saying, Thabo Ramohapi is on suspension. And maybe let me rearrange those things. He's on suspension, so don't be surprised if you don't see Thabo Ramohapi not playing. So you need to understand why Thabo Ramohapi is not playing. So sometimes we as the fans, we don't know. We just see things happening, and then the next thing we complain, why this one is not playing today, and so on. And then whereas we don't know the details. Let me just try to share as I was talking. Has it opened now?
Yeah, it's open now.
Yeah. Thabo Ramohapi, and then Richards Bay is in Tutuva Abel Mabaso. So this, now why the PSL is sharing this information with us is because they want us to share that information. to the supporters so that the supporters can be informed about what is happening. Today is giving me all sorts of problems. Let's see. The yellow cards. Okay. These are some of the things that do happen when you do this. Let's see. I hope you see this one. No, man. It doesn't open. All right. All right. It doesn't open, but let's move on because it's just going to waste our time. And then, we'll share those pages of the suspension on our Facebook page, and then so that you can be able to see. Yeah, I've been struggling with this today. Guys, the other thing that I want to share with you is the remaining games. Remember, the league is gone. So we are not talking about the league now. Sundowns have wrapped up the league. But what we are going to talk about now, we are going to talk about who's going to take position 2. Here are the remaining games. For Pirates, they still have 4 games. Kaizer Chiefs, they still have 4 games. SuperSport, 3 games. Pirates have about TS Galaxy away, Royal AM, Skukune and Amazulu, and then the SuperSport, Stellenbosch, Chiefs, Skukune, Chiefs, Chippa, Swallow, SuperSport, and Cape Town City. Let's start there. Can you see the sharing?
Yeah.
You can see the sharing. Okay. I wanted to do something here. All right. Now, let's start here. What happened to Kaizer Chiefs? Let's start with you, Saddam.
Yeah, I think we lost against what you call Skukune. That is a wake-up call. We have 4 games left. Chippa United, SuperSport, Cape Town City, and Swallows. We expect to collect 12 points to see how we're going to be on the end of the season. Maybe it can be a miracle, can be changed. Maybe we're still going to go to position 2. Nobody's 100% on the position 2. It's only 1 leg on. Pirates, and then SuperSport and Chiefs. We're still going to play SuperSport. So we'll make sure that we collect the 12 points to see where we can stand end of the season.
So what do you think? What went wrong as far as Chiefs is concerned?
Nothing wrong. It happened by reason.
Okay, let me ask Tabinho. Tabinho, what do you think went wrong? I know that you are a Buccaneer. What do you think went wrong? The Chiefs and Kukune United.
Look, I think complacency is a problem. For a lot of our players and our teams as well. Chiefs, I think, undermines Kukune. It's what we always do as supporters. We win the game before it could even play. And I think in the mind of Kaizer Chiefs players, they had it all covered. That's why they were surprised.
And then Mshege, a former player. I don't see you, Mshege. I want to see you. What happened? What do you think? What went wrong there?
Yeah, Saubrey, it's always the case, when teams like Abos Kukune, I remember when I was playing at Vets as a player, when you are playing Chiefs, a team like Chiefs, you are motivated, you don't need, even the coach doesn't need to motivate you. You are motivated to play in that game because, it's a game of it's a big game, when you're playing against the likes of Chiefs and Pirates. So you don't need to be motivated. So that Kukune we're going to give their best. So if Chiefs are not in their A game and they think that they're just going to cruise through the game, then that's where the mistake comes from, And as I look at the games Chiefs has left there, all those teams, Chippa United, they're fighting there at the bottom. Moroka Swallows, they are fighting. Those are not going to be easy games. So if they have that mentality that they're just going to cruise through those games, they have something else coming, It's very tough playing against the teams that are down there fighting a relegation, So I think it's just that Sekhukhune were very motivated on the day to beat Kaizer Chiefs more than anything.
Now, what do you think? What chance? How many points do you think? Remember, Chiefs have 12 points for grab. How many points do you think Kaizer Chiefs will collect out of the 4 remaining games? I want you to think very careful because this is very important. I want to hear your point as a former player. What do you think? How many points do you give them here?
Yeah, I think Prasobi, looking at the fixtures, I see Chippa United. It's not gonna be easy, Prasobi. When you look at the team and where they are, you think it's an easy game for Chiefs. But trust me, those players, when they're playing against Chiefs, they will fight, and Swallows. And SuperSport is not an easy game as well. SuperSport away from home, will give Chiefs a serious run. Cape Town City, not easy, but at least it's a home game for Chiefs. I think how many points can they grab there?
It's out of 12.
Out of 12.
Maybe you still think about it. We'll come back to it. Think about it. Think about it very careful. Tabinho, you have SuperSport United. They have about 9 points to grab and then to secure position 2. I want you to analyze SuperSport and tell me what do you think, how many points can they get out of these 9 points? Saddam, prepare yourself about Pirates. And let me hear your Tabinho.
Okay, I think Kevin Hunt, woke up a little bit too late, but he know how to do it. He know how to turn things around. It's just that, at the moment, time is against him. I would give him a win against Stellenbosch at home, give him a draw against Chiefs, and the Sekhukhune might. I would give him all 3 would be a draw. I don't see him, winning it easy because those teams are a little bit tricky, especially Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch is a very tricky, customer. Sekhukhune, what I like about Sekhukhune is they build their team around, experienced players. They've got a blend of experience and youth, and it works in their favor. You've got your Cardoso there, you've got your Linda Mtambo, it really hurt me when he left, Pirates because I love Linda so much. But I think in all 3, I can give them a draw.
You can give them a draw. So
yeah, I don't see Chiefs beating SuperSport United.
As that. Now, while you are still there, you don't see Chiefs beating SuperSport United because that one is going to look like a revenge game. I'm sure Kevin Hunt wants to prove a point to Kaizer Chiefs, okay? It's going to be really a revenge game. Now, let me talk to you about Pirates, the way they played. I want you to say something about Pirates before we move on.
Look, we've been doing well in the last 3-4 games. I think, the players are beginning to understand the tactics of Jose Riviero. Unfortunately, it's late. The league is gone, so we can simply, fight to cement the second spot. TS Galaxy, I don't think the players are in a right frame of mind. They've got serious financial problems. At some stage, they struggled. I think in January or Feb, they struggled to pay, salaries of players. Can I have the list of games as well so that I can go through team
okay, there you are. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, TS Galaxy, I don't see them winning. The Pirates will get that 1-0. Royal AM, they are coming to Orlando. Escoti.
Scott.
I don't see. Yeah. That's another 3 points. Sekhukhune have always given us hard time. I would go with a draw there. Amazulu, they reshuffled, their technical team. They moved Ufotoza. And the new coach, I think the players are still trying to understand, the tactics. and you know, his approach to the game. So I don't see them also winning against Pirates, but I would give them a draw, especially, yeah.
So it's 3, 4, 5. You give them 6 points out of this.
6 points out of that, yeah.
Very interesting, because you're a Pirates fan. Saddam, what's your take about the remaining games of Pirates? What do you take about Pirates overall? Because, you know, I said before they play their game, I said Pirates have gained momentum. They are winning because of that momentum. And when I watched the game, you know, the first touch that was done by Saleh, for me, that was brilliant. The first touch, that was the killer. Immediately after he killed the ball, it was easy for him to score. And Shakes, this is what I've been saying, that our players are struggling with first touch. And I know you, during your time, you're very good at that, all right? And I hope you are training Sihle to that level. The first touch is important. Saddam, did you see that first touch of Saleh before he scored the goal?
For Pirates, remaining games, I leave that for Thabo. But I think what I can tell you is that Saleh is on track. Anything can happen. But because I'm challenging position 2, I want to talk about that. I'll talk about my remaining games. I think you are, maybe you might allow me not to talk about it.
Talk about your remaining games. You are absolutely correct. I must give you that opportunity. And but you are Saleh, when it comes to big games, he disappears. That's one thing that I've noticed, especially when he plays teams like Chiefs. You don't see him. So that's the part that they should work on him as far as.
But he destroyed Sundowns in the MTN8, Brasso.
Yeah, I know that Sundowns he did.
Yeah, but, let's not take that away from him.
No, Chiefs killed him. It's fine. Saddam, come in.
No, I think.
Give me your remaining games. Give me your remaining games.
Okay. Yeah, Thabo must accept that Stalin is not going to score against the Chiefs even next week. He must accept it, but he's doing well on the league. Okay, let me go to my remaining games. Yeah, I know that 2 teams are struggling, but I'm not going to wheelchair. I'm talking about Swallows and Chippa. My aim and my wish is to see Chiefs beating. To see Chiefs beating Chippa, because I don't want Chippa to be remaining on the PSL anymore. They must go to.
Why, Saddam? Why don't want them to be in the league?
No, you know, the owner of the team, he doesn't run business in the right way. How many coaches he gets? So whatever that is beyond our control as supporters, but that is very painful to see the coach, 3 games, the coach must go, draw what. That is a Mickey Mouse style. He must go. I'm going there to bring
It's not only him. Tottenham Hotspurs, they are now bringing a new coach. Chelsea, they have what's his name, Lampard as an interim coach. Apparently, good news is like Pochettino is going to be a coach because Enrique has pulled out, including next month also they've pulled out. So it looks like Pochettino. So every team do change coaches. So that is his team, and he has been always in the league. So there's anything wrong with that?
Yeah, but now, Chiefs, we are going there to give him a certificate to go to NFD, finish and flat.
I like that.
Out of 12 points, I think if you can get 9 points plus 1 point for draw, that'll be much better for 10 points. Will take us somewhere else because we're going to beat Chippa, we're going to beat Swallows, we're going to beat Cape Town City, and draw with SuperSport just to make a favor for Pirates.
Oh, just to make favor for Pirates. Msheke, I still want to come.
Why I'm making the favor for Pirates? Because Pirates is going to be number 2, Chiefs is going to take Nedbank.
Oh, Chiefs is going to take Nedbank. So Pirates will be number 2.
Will go to number 2.
Now you admit that Pirates is going to be number 2.
Yeah, if they feel like going to number 2 and come to us and say to me as a neighbor, Saddam, tell us guy number 2. If they're not, I'm going to overtake them. I will overtake them.
Yeah, okay.
You don't need favors,
you still want to take it. Thabo, you're saying?
We don't need favors.
You don't need favors. You'll get the number
no,
two.
Our fate is in our hands.
All right. Okay. So Saddam says, if you guys come nicely and talk and say, Prawam, I'm sharing number 2, Bazok share about Batati Netbank. Mshege, score for Kaiser Chiefs. Remember, so
yeah. I think that's the only place where I disagree with Saddam. I agree with him. Vele bazomshaya uChippa, vele uChippa nami ngiyavuma Saddam. Hayi ngoChippa vele.
Yeah, I am so
Chippa. Chiefs will collect 3 points there.
No, Nambra Sobria, no.
Oh, hey, but these guys, you agree on one thing. Chippa must go.
I'm sharp on Pengis. I'm fine with Pengis. Pengis have messed up people's lives. I mean, you look at it, then Malisena, Ustakanya.
Yeah. Okay, Mshege, you are saying Uzoshayu Chippa.
Uzoshayu Chippa. And then lapha kuSwallows although nakhona iSwallows is facing similar problems Thibos like ilona ne like TS Galaxy, but I think there's that hunger with the boys, to survive the relegation. It's all about feeding your families, being in the PSL. So I think they will fight against Kaiser Chiefs, and I see a draw there.
Okay, there'll be a draw.
Swallows. Okay. Yeah, I see a draw against Swallows. And also, SuperSport is going to be a tough one. It's always tough for Chiefs against SuperSport. It's not an easy game, I see another draw there. And then, they'll beat Kaiser. They will beat Cape Town City.
So it's how many? It's about 8 points. 8 points.
It's 8 points, yes.
8 points. Saddam is looking for 10 points. You are talking about 8 points. And then Saddam says if Paris speaks well, he'll give them 2, and then he's going to take Netbank. We'll talk about Netbank. Just before I leave, the news are Lionel Messi was seen in Spain. He brought a huge luggage, about 15 bags, as they say, as the rumor says, to Spain. And there's a whole lot of noise. And then he was also seen at a restaurant with Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba. Remember, those are his close buddies. And he even said those are the guys that he still keep in touch. Apparently, they talk a lot with, with Xavi. Xavi has been talking to him for some time. Apparently, they had a very long meeting sometime during the course of either last month or so. And then whereby he then agreed, apparently Xavi said he's not going to play all the games, but they need him strongly. And then there's quite a lot happening there. They still have to balance the books in terms of fair play. So we're going to see what's happening. But what was very surprising, I saw, Gab and Jules on ESPN. These are the guys who have been harsh on Messi. All of a sudden, they want Messi to stay at PSG. I'm worried. And I don't know whether you guys have seen the latest games of PSG. Mbappe is so generous towards Messi. And we are being told that they are friends in true sense. We are not sure about that because when I was watching, I wouldn't see Mbappe passing. But this time I see him passing. And I hear that Mbappe wants him to stay. So, gentlemen, do you want to say something about those news? Where do you want to see Messi landing at the end of his career? I just want to get it.
Look, Barcelona is Messi. Messi is Barcelona. He grew up there. That's the only team that he understands. Yeah. And you can see his mind is at PSG, but his heart is still with Barca. So I think 99% he will go back to Barca.
I know Saddam and Shakes will tell me that he wants him to go to Barca, and me too. I'm gonna add, let him go to Barca. No PSG. They must remain. Let me share the branch of Thokoza, the Kaiser Chiefs branch. Saddam, you're doing a great job by giving us the news about the branch of Thokoza. Yeah, they look good. They look in a regalia. Mshege, amasandawana, bachele nabeza la bafaka ma regalia wabo. This is what we want to see because they will make the team rich by buying those regalia, and the team will be able to buy the players. Same with you, Tabiki. Want to see Pirates. Saddam, Who are those guys? Who's the chairperson there? Or is just when is Fana Nam? Saddam? I don't have Saddam. Guys, thank you very much. Yes, Michelle.
I think we lost him.
We lost him.
Yes, azange unginike platform. I-Davidton branch is in full colors today. We have a game at 3 o'clock at Loftus against Richards Bay.
No, that's good. That's good. On in Loftus.
Yes, Loftus against Richards Bay at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Ama branches. You should have sent me the pictures, Mshege, man, so that I share, man. Let me get the pictures and then I share. I'm prepared to give you.
I'll do that for you.
All right. Going forward, tell me who's doing what, then we'll share them. Tabinho, from Mapagania, anything that we can get from them?
As a team.
Yeah, as a team. Talk to your guys. Talk to your guys. Give us the news. We'll then give them a platform. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks, Tabinho. I know that we don't get to most of the time. And then if you can bid the viewers farewell.
Thank you, Brasopri. It was an honor and a privilege to be on the show.
Mshege, thank you very much, my brother. After a long time. And then you've got my word. Give me the news. Give me the pictures. I'll share all the time. All right. Give them, bid them farewell.
Thank you to all our listeners, viewers. Farewell. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from a TBR Solution. TBR Solution is a financial company that helps people to be financially savvy. I'm sure these days you are aware that prices are very up. In terms of petrol, in terms of goods and services, prices are very, very high. Now, these days, we are on a campaign to help those members of GPF or government employees, especially if you are 55 years old or above, and you are contemplating to resign or go on pension in 3 months' time. Give us a call or drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll call you back so that we help you to get your money expeditiously. You know, as compared to sometimes people get their money after a long time. We will then transfer your money from GPF to Allen Gray, who we have a relationship with. And the good news is, once the money has been transferred, you will choose how much you want to earn. If you happen to pass on, your spouse will also get the same amount. Then if it happens that both of you passes on, you would have appointed or selected beneficiaries. It could either be your children or anyone else. And there's nothing like age limit that they must be 22 or below. Even if they're above 22, they'll be able to get the inheritance from you. So that's how flexible it is. And then I know that sometimes people, they worry about medical aid and all that. We also have with other partners who assist you to get a medical aid. So if you want to learn more and get more information pertaining to that, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll therefore come back to you. I thank you.